Yo, what up, man? What up, y'all? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Darky Dog. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to another episode. You know what I'm saying? Up in this joint, seeing what's going on in my algorithm, seeing what's running across in my joint. And you know, when you go into the politics, it always, you know, it just be popping up, popping up, popping up. And right now they got this Epstein. You know, the Epstein, Trump Epstein. They ain't want to release it. Now they got to release it because they just now passed it. Yo, now I got to go to Trump. Sign off on that. I guess he going to do it because, you know, it's going to look crazy now for him not to do it. But it's going to be a reason. Something going to happen. I'm telling you, something's going to happen that they not going to release it or they not going to release all of them. It's going to be something where, oh, this didn't follow up or they didn't back this up or something's going to happen that is going to be some type of tangled up situation, whereas we not going to get all the files. It's not going to be released when we think it's going to be. This is just, we just going through a story, man. We just going through a little story right now. They're just taking us through a movie. I think after we said that we in a movie. I just feel like we in a movie right now. All type of scandals is going on while this guy's in office. Feel like we in a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, you know, Trump era or something. Yo, because this is crazy. But what's weird is you got these people wanting to release and, you know, ask questions about, you know, the Epstein files and, you know, do we think Trump, you in there? Well, you know, things like that. Questions as if it was, you know, Biden and the reporters was there, I would want the reporters to ask Biden, yo, are you in there? I want to know, you know, Obama, you in there? Clinton, you in there? If they was president, ask them that. But, you know, we can't ask them that. So I guess we just got to wait and see till what comes out to see if any of those names is on there. But it seemed just so hard that he's fighting for this not to come out. You know, people got all these stories about the Democrats could have released it. The Democrats, just did my research. The Democrats could not have released none of the files when Biden was in the office or nothing, because a case was still going on. The girl was still being charged. She was still going to court. So how can the girl, Gazelle, you know, how can she, you know, be going to court? Everybody knows you can't be going to court and they releasing information, documentation about your case to the public. That ain't going down right now. No. So how could the Democrats release it? They couldn't have. You know what I mean? And then what happens? Who gets in office and who dies in jail? All of a sudden, Trump comes in office, then all of a sudden Epstein dies on Trump watch. He ain't died on the Democrat watch. He died on Trump watch. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Democrats had enough time to kill that man through the Obama and the Clinton time, and I mean the Biden time, but they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he has some on him or not, what? All of a sudden he passes away when Trump get in office, when information need to start talking about being exposed and coming out. He was running on it. Yo, we're going to release the files. When he was running for the second term, we're going to release the files. We're going to release the files. All of a sudden, he get in. Man, he threw that releasing the files to the back burner, man. We had so many fumbles with this. He had to remember the Pan Bond to come out with the papers. Come to find out, all them people, them TikTokers and podcasters, they said it was blank. But nobody made a big fuss about that. Oh, he ain't fooling us. He played us. No. But if it was Biden or Trump, I mean Obama, y'all have been up, oh, look how they tricking us. The man, they trying to play us. Come on. And I'm got on my last tag, you know what I mean? Come on, just imagine if Obama was trying on the last video I did when Trump turning the ballroom, you know, changing the expanding that ballroom into all this $250, $300 million ballroom. If Obama would have did that back then, they'd have had so many racial jokes. It'd have been, was this a club? This is the boom, boom, boom. What is he doing there? What is he trying to change the White House to? Oh, we're going to have, who going to be in it? Jay-Z and Beyonce going to be having concerts in there every night now? They'd have been having so many type of racial jokes for it. But, but that's on him building that ballroom, just to show you the hypocrisy that they do, and like how they show it. But they show it to you in your face, but sometimes people be blinded to it. People don't want to see it. Like, nah, that's just, they got to do that, because if they don't do that, this gonna happen. Some people turn on their own people when they think they like somebody, or they trying to go with whatever they person doing and stuff, if they think those policies work for them. And let's be real, a lot of people in the hood that was going with Trump, his policies aren't for you. Ain't for you. Ain't got nothing to do about you. But y'all thought a quick lick was going to come through. So everybody went and voted. And then he stopped talking about, he stopped talking about immigrating, sending Mexicans and Spanish Mexicans back across the border. He started talking about the Haitians eating cats and dogs, and we got to get rid of the immigrant Haitians and all that. Do you hear that? All y'all dudes being deported. Do y'all hear anything about any Haitians? No. Y'all hear nothing about no Haitians, nothing about no Haitian. Now what it's about? The Mexicans. You know what I mean? They being deported. It's all about y'all. He back to y'all again. He was, He was there before. Build a wall and all this kind of thing. Y'all went against him. Put Biden in. Then turn around. He say, no. It's the Haitians. It's the Haitians. Oh, yeah, look. It's the Haitians. Yeah, if he get the Haitians out of here, then we could get more work. Yeah, y'all went against. He tricked y'all. Now look at y'all. Y'all running for crazy. Come on. It's crazy, man. But go to show you even the disrespect he has towards people. Look at this, man. Show you the disrespect he has towards people that is just ridiculous. Like, if somebody was to sit there and talk to other female reporters like this, y'all be up in arms. Like, how could he talk to people like this? That's what make me feel that he's in that Epstein, he with that crew, because certain people will have some type of decorum, whereas I'm not going to talk to this lady like that. No matter what question she asking me, I'm not going to talk to her this way. I'm going to answer the question and move on. Give her the same answer and move on. And just laugh at her. Come on, I'm not in there. If you're not in there, you laugh it off and you move on. If people ask you a question about, are you this? Are you that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can be whatever. You can be, you know what I'm saying? Let's say if somebody thinks somebody's you gay, or, you know what I'm saying? If that ain't you, you laugh it off. I'm like, come on, that ain't me. Because I don't have no problem with them. But that ain't me, man. It is what it is. You take it in stride, you move on, because it ain't you, it ain't nothing. But if you feel it's in your heart that's you and you hiding something, you're going to have some aggression towards it. You're going to put some defense up and be like, what you talking about? Ooh. You're going to do that. People don't understand it. But people get accused of stuff and be like, word, that's what you think about me? All right, man, that ain't me, but it is what it is. But I don't know what I give you that energy, what type of, I give you that, but that ain't me, but it is what it is. You move on. But you don't, and start barking on them. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let's get some of this content, see what's going on here. Come over here going fool, talking to them reckless.
There's growing controversy today over the president's treatment of a reporter aboard Air Force One.
Quiet.
Yep, he really did call a female reporter Piggy. She was peppering him with uncomfortable questions about the Epstein files.
Did y'all see how he pointed at? See that look? Look at that. Just imagine now if that was somebody else and they had their finger at her, pointing at her, just like that. Her eyes is closed. They'd have had that. They'd have had that whole look much different, like crying. And look how he coming out. Put Obama there, talking to her like that. But they okay with this. They okay with this. I'm gonna show you now. The man is okay with. They okay with the way he acting like this. It's crazy.
Files. Trump answered her first question.
Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for years.
But when she tried to ask a follow-up, he lashed out.
Go ahead.
She said.
First question.
I know nothing about that. Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years.
But when she tried to ask a follow-up, he lashed out.
Go ahead. Quiet.
This photograph of the moment shows just how angry the president is, thrusting his finger right in the reporter's face.
Wow.
He's Catherine Lucy from Bloomberg News. The president is clearly not happy with all the attention the Epstein scandal is getting. He lashed out again today at another reporter for asking about Epstein.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
I think you are a terrible reporter. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter.
She just asked the question. She just asked a question. And look how it's wow. You're talking to
the Epstein is a Democrat hoax. Your crappy company is one of the perpetrators. And I'll tell you something. I think the license.
It bugged me out when they said the Democratic hoax. Who was running on that? Did Biden run on releasing this? Did Obama run on releasing? No. How is it a hoax if these are real people, first and foremost, to the survivors? You know what I'm saying? These are real people, so how is it a hoax? This can't be a hoax. It's not real, right? It's real. It happened. There you go right there, lying to the people. Then there's a Democratic hoax. Democrats ain't run on this. He ran on this. You see how they switch it and bounce it to make you feel look like you're the bad guy? The Democrats. The people want to know this. Joe Schmo out there, don't you want to know about this? You a liberal. You're independent. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there, you ain't got no time for nobody. You chilling, you ain't got, you believe what you know what I'm saying? You want to know what's going on. You got some Republicans, some MAGA. Don't y'all want to know what's going on too? At least want to know. So this is not a Democratic hoax. And y'all letting him get away with that. Y'all sitting there saying, yeah. But you're a Republican or independent that want to know what's going on. But y'all like, yeah, he right, man. It's a hoax. You want to know too.
Should be taken away from ABC.
I voted for you, but your behavior on this issue has been a national embarrassment.
Trump faced more criticism today from a gathering of Epstein survivors on the steps of the Capitol.
This is not a hoax, and we will not be erased.
Sharon Waxman, the founder and editor-in-chief of the influential showbiz website The Wrap, is comparing Epstein's seedy world to the secret society from the movie Eyes Wide Shut, where the rich gathered to indulge their sexual fantasies.
Yeah, we remember that movie.
These girls were handed
it was a good movie, though. I ain't gonna front. That was a good movie.
Very much what Eyes Wide Shut was depicting.
Do you think we will actually get the names of people who were involved?
I think what we don't know is what we don't know. And if Trump is
living in that world,
not have them released, it really does make you wonder what more terrible do we not know?
What more terrible we don't know? You see what I'm saying? Listen, man. This is where we at right now, man. We on some real time in them. We okay in pedophiles and how dudes talk to women a certain way. And you know what I mean? It's getting ridiculous now, you know what I mean? I got two girls in my life. Well, I got two daughters. I got my wife, 2, 3, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't want nobody to talk to my daughters or even my wife that type of way. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. What are we doing here? I mean, I'm not going to talk to if I'm getting asked a question and I don't want to answer, man, I ain't going to be out there answering. You ain't going to catch me in them streets to be answering me no questions. I'm laying low. Don't ask me nothing. Know what I'm saying? You see me, when you see me, ask me, I might duck and, I don't want to answer that. You ain't going to get me giving you the energy of like, look, he lying or he telling the truth. Now, I don't know nothing. But leave me alone right now. You know what I mean? But you know how it go. But if you ain't hiding nothing, you go out there, you stand on your 10 toes and be like, yo, what's going on? I don't care if you get the question from 8, 9 people. It don't matter. Answer it the same way or keep giving them the same answer. You know what I mean? Be on your Marshawn Lynch. Just repeat the answer then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just here so I don't want to be fined. I'm just here so because I ain't got to be because I don't want to be fined. Just every time I ask a question, I'm just here because I don't want to be fined. So they get tired and say, you can go. All right, cool. Y'all stay up. Peace. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, but that go to show you how he moving and stuff. That mean, look, they let him get away with anything. This man, like you say, he can go and shoot somebody and these people, like, man, they probably was going to hurt him first, so he defended himself, going to give some type of excuse. Especially them dudes, Jesse Waters and all them dudes on Fox and everything, they going to definitely give him an excuse. They going to do it quickly. They ain't going to talk about the Epstein file. They going to jump right into Democrat. Yo, you know it's Democrats. You know, the Democrats did it, man. I'm telling you, the Democrats is all in this. Democrats, if they ain't part of this, the Democrats is in this. The Democrats is in that. Yeah, I mean, you know, if it wasn't Democrats because of Democrats, I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying? We watch over here. He's talking about, he's talking about the Democrats. Let me see. We telling the Democrats. He always blaming the Democrats on something. But you know what I'm saying? They not just taking accountability to what they doing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. If y'all did something out there, you know what I'm saying, and y'all run, what's this? Y'all did something out there and y'all gotta, you know what I mean, you gotta stand on it. You gotta be like, you know what, that was wrong. You know what I mean? And this is what we need to go with it. And you know what I mean? He shouldn't have did this, he shouldn't have did that. I gotta tell Trump, you know what I mean? Not tell him, but basically just, give it, let him know through y'all voices on YouTube or whatever the case may be. Let him know, like, yo, listen, this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to buckle up and get stuff together because this is for the people. This ain't about, you know what I'm saying? Ain't about you. It ain't about how much you can get. It's about the people. And that's what we need to be at now. It's about, make sure the people are good. If the people ain't good, how the country gonna be good? How we gonna move forward? You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. You see it right here. Let's see. Let's see. Look at this here. This how they, the cape form. You know what you should be talking about, the Epstein file, who names is in there. You glad it got released. This, that. It ain't no party, ain't got nothing to do with this. But they will make it about the party.
Files is headed to Trump's desk. The bill to release the Epstein files is headed to Trump's desk. It's passing through the House and Senate. The Epstein release has been a roller coaster. Is the ride over? We don't know. We know Democrats think it'll damage the president, but now it's backfiring on them big time. Remember, Epstein was a Democrat. He was a Democrat donor, and he hung out with Democrats in the liberal media at all of his homes. Larry Summers, who worked for both Clinton and Obama, was a pen pal with the pedo, even asking Epstein for dating advice. And now he's stepping down from his gig at Harvard. Oof. Bill Clinton was supposed to testify last month, but his lawyers are playing games. Careful, you can go to jail for ignoring a House.
You see how it's all on Democrats, all on the Democrats. Democrats this, Democrats that. But Trump was in a picture like that too, right? Trump been in more pictures with this dude. He ain't gonna show those.
House Democrat Stacey Plaskett's also getting Epstein. She took thousands in donations from the predator, and he fed her questions during a congressional hearing. Raskin says it was a perfect phone call.
They've arraigned a Democratic member for taking a phone call from her constituent, Jeffrey Epstein, in the middle of a hearing. And of course, I don't think there's any rule here against taking phone calls in a hearing.
But all these Epstein revelations.
You see how they do it? They play parts and give you, oh, this is what they saying. Is it, when was this going on? What was the phone call? Yeah, if she did something wrong, let's go. Let's go. Let's get everybody. Because we don't want no corrupt. They ain't sitting there saying, yo, well, there was a reason why. If she did something wrong, let's go. But that ain't where we at with that. We talking about pedophiles. If other stuff come up in these files, FBI files, that's showing that people have something to do with that, but we talking about being a pedophile. And then, like I'm saying, if stuff come up in them FBI files that he was smudging money and doing other things with money to get, certain laws or certain benefits, then yeah, let's get them people too. Let's work our way down. Let's work, but let's start with that pedophile. Let's start with the, abusing and hurting the women that they did, having, having women in there as, like basically, sex slaves and stuff. Let's handle that. And then, okay, oh, yo, this is in here too, yo. He gave money to this people and they did this with this money. Or why did y'all get that money? Yeah, let's get into all that. I'm not saying don't, but they will try to jump all over to there first and try to skip all the other stuff. That's why I say, man, people are cape for these people, and you just got to watch out how they move, man. That's all it is, man. Just watch out who you watching. Like I said, I watch everybody. As I said, when I come across my algorithm and I see it, I go watch these people and that people. I try to watch everybody to get a good grasp on what they're saying. But when you hear people divert in and they get asked questions and they don't answer that question, they answer the question they want to answer and give you an answer that they want to give you, I pay attention to that. I pay attention to that. You know what I mean? If you don't answer the question that was asked, but then you answer something else about, yeah, do you think the Epstein stop? Of course they wrong, because the Democrats is letting the illegals in and the illegals is doing too much. And Like, what the hell? He went over. How the hell he get? But that's how they do. They'll change up the whole answer to you, to your question. But yeah, man, just wanted to drop in and kill quick the show. Listen, like I said, I just like putting that content up there, let people see, because this is gonna be living forever. So I don't want the people talking that, oh, I don't remember this and that ain't happened. This is nah. You're gonna be accountable later for your actions or what you did to the people, on how you treated people, how you have what position you may have people in later on in life because of the actions you do today. You know what I mean? This is what it's about, man. You can't be sitting there thinking that, oh, I'm going to be up there in the White House and Congress, you know what I mean? And sitting there like say, oh, we're going to just, you know what I mean, build down to them and let them do whatever. But then when it gets over with and I'm not in power and it's somewhere else, now, come on, you can't blame me for that. You can't blame me for that. That was that. That was that. Come on, it was the time. It was this. Nah, it wasn't the time. It was this, because guess what? You rich right now. You seeing high. You good. You know what I mean? You good. You done set yourself up in those Trump years and Trump times, but now we messed up and we in a bind. And this, you know what I mean? My family ain't good. My family, somebody sitting there saying, in this time you was in, I could have had three homes and, you know, and a business or something. But now I only got one home and I'm still struggling to put my kids or somebody through college or my, you know. So it's on you right now to be on the people that's up in power and stuff that's there, you know what I mean? And helping Trump and making sure he do what he doing and stuff and not making sure they help the people. Got to help the people. You know what I mean? Because the people need the help. And I'm not meaning to give them a handout and give us anything, but at least makes things more workable and affordable so we can get out there and do our things and make it more livable in certain areas. You know what I mean? So that ain't just we out there living check to check. You know, certain people can't even afford certain things, can't go away on vacation and experience life and enjoy life. You know, you want that. You want to, you know, we only got one life to live. So we should be able to enjoy it and live it. And nobody should be able to be knocking us down or taking from us or making it harder for us to live and succeed in this world. That's all it's about. You know what I mean? And if it's them people out there, president, you know, the Congress, you know what I mean? Whoever. You know what I mean? Even if it's the governor, the mayor. That's why we got to start being out there voting and getting the right people in the position to help us out. You know what I mean? We getting younger people out there that's coming up and they seeing what people going through, so they be able to get in there and help it out. But it's still them older hierarchy, and they out there and they still holding tight on there that nah. But I mean, maybe not in our lifetime, maybe in my grandkids' lifetime, it may be much more better. Whereas the people that's growing up now, even I'm talking about the white people and even whatever, now it's all nationalities becoming into law and it's coming into into any type of government position now. It ain't just whites, you know what I mean? It's blacks, whites, it's Indians, is you know, we got the, you know what I mean, Muslims. Anybody that's born here now, they growing here because we are a gumbo of USA. Everybody, this United States is the big gumbo. You could go to many states and stuff and see some type of person from some other country there. So they was born here, now they're American citizen. Now, if they being born here and they being American citizen, they growing up, they seeing what's going on in this world. They may want to change it. They may not. But if they see what's going on, they know they right from right, and they go about right is right and wrong is wrong. They want to change it. They want to make it better. So I believe within our grandkids, by the time my grandkids come, it should be people in position that's making this place a better place and really doing for America and making America grow and making us do what we got to do and make us really be a powerful country out there and not just still dependent and still just in debt or crazy and don't have to, you know what I mean, can't really move. And, you know, there still is, I don't even want no poor class, just want lower class and high class. You know what I mean? That's it. Why there should be people out here still living check to check or having to be on Section 8 and welfare and not being able to survive and not be able to enjoy their life. You know, they should be able to get out there and provide for themselves. But hey, this is what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Darky Dark, man. You know, so I'll be here talking for a little minute, but y'all make sure y'all stay up, man. Make sure y'all live life, enjoy life, and celebrate life. Keep doing y'all 1-2, man. But listen, Epstein's files about to be released. We're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna see how much we get. Let's see how much we get, and if we're not gonna be in the next year or two fighting them to get more documents. They releasing little by little, and then all of a sudden they just stop. We'll see, man. All right, y'all. Stay up.